Hello, 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 hi. I am Spantopia Rosé, but you can call me Span. How are you? 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 Hopefully this is in focus for you. This is my canvas that I shall be working on today. This is going to be a whale tail, and honestly, I haven't been doing much painting recently, so well, we'll see how this pans out. It will not focus. Alright, how's that? That's looking not too bad. First thing I'm going to do is turn the light on. Turn the light on. Just in case. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing today is a whale tail on here. It's going to come up here maybe and then splash down, although rule of thirds. I don't know, I think the waterline has to be here. But then this is such a nice colour. Let's go. Yeah, anyway, I'll work it out as I go. So over here I have my paints. I've got a huge tub of white. I've got a phthalo blue, a titanium white, a lamp black, a cobalt blue, a pearl purple, and I went for a pine green and decided just to limit my palette to that. I don't know if that'll work very well. I'm not very good at colours. I have all of these paint brushes and palette knives. I'm excited to do some sort of textural palette knifey type of art here. I also have this high flow acrylic, which I thought I might do something splashy with that. Right, I've got my palette. Oh, and I need some water. A voiceover later. So, first things first, reference photo. What does a whale tail look like? Now, I've been drawing them all month because this is the month of whales. So, I think I'm going to go for one a little bit like this. A little bit off to an angle. Right. So I know the basic shape. Alright. So the first thing I'm going to do is put a whole bunch of white. I'm going to use my least favourite palette knife. I'm going to get out a scoop of white. Oop, and just pop it on the palette. Okay, that was like 5 scoops of white, but the point still stands. White, white, white. Now white is good for water splashes and also good for basic outlines of where you think it's going to go. So the first thing I'm going to start with is a medium-sized brush. And I'm actually going to, I'm going to go like this, up and down, get rid of this scratch here, and then go down into the water like that somehow. There's got to be a waterline here, so who knows, let's let up some white here. Why not add some blue in straight up? Let's go for phthalo because it's a bit dark, but if we lighten it up, that'll be quite pretty. I think it'll be quite pretty. Okay, we're 5 minutes into the video, haven't even put any paint on the canvas. So I'm just gonna mix up some lighter colour. Oh, so nice. Alright. Whale tail. So basically, just gonna really roughly sketch out where I think the whale tail should come to, like that, and then down into the water like that, and then maybe make it a bit thicker. I'm feeling it needs to be bigger. Whales are massive and there's no sense of scale, so they always look like a normal creature, and then like you put in a boat and it's like this big. It's like teeny weeny. But what I'm gonna do is just block in those blues. I'm already not liking this. I will put it out there. Get whales. It's terrible. It's terrible. Alright. What do we do when we don't like an artwork that we're working on? Keep working on it. That's what I do. Just gonna try some of this side flow. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay. That's too much. I'll have to do something with it. Ah, too much, don't love it. Okay, that's terrible. It's impossible to speak through the workflow of a painting for me, because that implies that I have a thought process while doing art, and I do, but it's not one that's translatable. Alright. So, let's think about this. We want dark background, we want light whale tail, but whale tails are dark, so that's where our first downfall is. So we want it to come down quite a lot, like that. Right, curves in like that, and then comes out quite a long ways actually, and up. Quite a long ways and up, so quite a long ways and then up. And by vice versa, it goes quite a long ways before it goes up. So it's got the ruffle bits here, which feels backwards, doesn't it? They have ruffle bits up here, ruffles. I'll pick up that colour and just fill the space. I was holding on to this canvas because it had such a nice background for such a long time, and then I was like, no, you know what? I'm just going to dive in and do it, and I'm disappointed. Like I knew I would be. Alright, so we just want to get that main form in first, that main. Alright, so what does a whale tail have? It has a ridge here, a little bit of a ridge just down here, because there's a dip in the tail here, and then it's got bumps up the edges. Bumps up the edges, up to the tip. And then it comes down and in. I'm just going to extend this down a little bit like that to match the other side. Down and in. Right, so it looks somewhat like this. And then what I'm going to do, add in some more colours. So I've got things going everywhere. The purple. Oh, pearl purple, not very nice. Don't like that at all. We got silver black and black liner. It's just black. That's nice. We got impasto cobalt blue. I have a feeling I'm going to be using a lot of that, and a lot of this one, phthalo blue. Right, and the last one we have is green. We'll just put a splash of green over near the purple. Oh, squishy fart sound. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is pick up a different brush, any brush we got left on the table. How about the big one? I also like limited brushes, I don't really know why. Alright, we need some dark blue happening, for which I will mix the blue with the black and just squish it in with the background. Let's get some of that texture happening. Into all of that lovely background, which has basically disappeared now, which is obscenely disappointing. Right. So up here we've got those splashes happening. We need some white. We'll just so when I'm going down in a sinking ship, I like to go first class. So whale tails often have white patches here, and then dark shadows. So I'm just going to add in some more blues to that dark colour and try and get it a bluer dark. Rather than a darker blue, it's going to be a bluer dark. And we're just going to patch in some of that colour. Alright, I forgot I was filming. Started thinking about other things. Other things and nothing at all. So, let's get some more blue, some more dark blue, some more black, all in on one paintbrush, and we'll just get in that shadow real quick. Just in that shadow line, just get it in. Get it in there. I'm going to try a palette knife now. Get that white palette knife, pick up some of that bluish white, and just overworked it now. Let's get in with that brush, get some of those blues in there, that white, those blues, and just Okay, clean that up a little. Pick up that blue, light blue, and just blue down. Can you tell what that is? Can you tell? It's supposed to be a whale tail. It's like just breaching up here and coming out there. Do you think that's the stop yet? I think I should have stopped 10 minutes ago. More. I've heard of the philosophy of you must suffer for your art, but I really believe in the philosophy of my art must suffer for me, because if this art didn't have me as an artist, it would probably be much better. What do we think? Do we like it? I really like it. It won't be done though. It's sort of abstract. We'll go with abstract. It's terrible. Alright. Oop, treading on some paint. Just wait. Alright. I would like to thank you for watching. Sorry about this abomination. And this might never make a video. So thank you so much for watching. How do you turn this thing off? Good night, good night, good night, good night. Good night, sleep well, good night, sleep well, good night, sleep.